So I just arrived and got settled into the JW Marriott in downtown Miami. And I booked, for a really decent price, the presidential floor. Now, let me just show you around here. So this has several, right off the elevators, you got my room right here, all right. But just down the hallway, I gotta walk backwards here since, anyway, so they've got right next to mine, they've got the presidential suite. And apparently, I don't know if it's booked or not, but that's nice, I couldn't afford that. But just down this way, across the way, they've got the vice presidential suite. So, really, look at this. I mean, they got the branding on here. Now, I think I am a tad girthier than the typical JW Marriott hotel stayer, but I won't hold that against them. So, all right. Now that I'm in the room, I should flip to the other. Hold on a second. Okay, this is the forward-facing camera. It's not a bad room. 170 bucks for one night. So the bathroom has this nice glass door, and it has a TV. Look at that, like LEDs on the side. A TV in the mirror, all right? And I had to take a shower because I traveled all night. I played airport in Salt Lake City and then flew all night to Miami, stopped in Denver, and then had a bugger of a time getting down to downtown Miami. But I'm here now, so I had to shower. It was just a must. Nice bathroom there. I got rid of the on point. And there's a shower, pretty nice. It's got a wand and an overhead spigot, so that works out very nice. The lighting is nice. It's the soft white, not the bright white. And here's the room. Now, I didn't see, there's the door to the presidential suite. I didn't notice if they have mattress encasements. And they do. Not the zippered, but they have mattress encasements. It's very nice. Got a desk over here. And, typical stuff for a hotel. And this is on the 22nd floor. So there's a patio. And it's up very high, all 22 floors. I'm not too keen on heights. It does open. I should have done this before the video. There we go. So, here is lovely downtown Miami. There's a mall in walking distance from here. I've got to go eat later on. Ooh, very high. Now, there is a shared patio with a guy next door, but I don't think that's nice. But what are the odds of us using the patio at the same time? And here's the kind of the back wall. The fan here, I like a lot of fan noise. So, fan stays on high all the time, and the AC works very, very well. So that's it from here. I'll get dressed and show you the rest of the hotel. And the lobby is quite impressive. So if you look around here, here's the is where you walk in. And behind here is a place called Drake's. It looks like almost like a cigar lounge. To be perfectly honest, it probably reeks of cigar smoke, misery, and sadness. But we'll just leave. They have to cater to that clientele as well. But so on the second floor is where the restaurants are. And if you look up there, that's where those are. And walking out to the front here. So it's a very tall building. And nice entrance there with two lions. There you go. So this is day one for me of my Bahama cruise prelude. So I'm in Miami Beach right now. And I stopped in at Lola's after I checked into the hotel. And it has been 25 years or so since I've been in Florida in my military days. I went to nuclear power school when it was in Orlando, Florida for the U.S. Navy. Now, I've got to say, I do believe Florida is still behind the times when it comes to politics. When I was walking over here in this little mall complex, if you look around here, you've got there's the ocean front right there, some yachts. You've got Hard Rock Cafe over there. There's some shops around here and things. So I think they're still hiding under a rock, like in the 1900s or something. Because on the way over here, I stopped this older guy. Okay, now he was wearing high, he looked dirty, and he had socks that were kind of like up to above the ankle, and just had that scruffy, like he just ate ass look. And I said, "Excuse me," and I started to ask the question. He said, "Oh no, I don't speak English." So I said, "Okay." So just to hammer the point home, I know he speaks English. I said, "Can you tell me where I can find," and I'll tune him down the language for YouTube. I said, "Can you tell me where I can find a Freemason NIGGR, a couple of Freemason NIGGERs that I can use so they can eat each other's a-holes?" And I said it stronger than that. "Hey, what?" And I said it again, and he got all offended and ran off and cried a mama or something. Now, listen, even back in the 90s, when I was in my military days up in Orlando, my Uncle Ben was a triangle Twinkie. He was a triangle Twinkie. He would go to the Parliament House, the little guys get together up there, and I know how those Twinkies talk. And he even showed me, he said, "Johnny," he pointed up to his elbow, he said, "I've been up to here on a black guy." Basically, he fisted a black guy up to his elbow. Now, I know how Twinkies talk. How can you be offended by that? I'm looking for a couple Freemason NIGGERs that can eat each other's a-holes. Now, this is politics in the 20s. This is the politics of the 20s. Don't be so mamby-pamby. Anyway, I'm at Lola's, and I just got this delicious pizza, and it looks just absolutely spectacular. I can't wait to dive into this pizza. Go back to the Marriott and just have a good old time. And tomorrow, I get a free breakfast at the buffet at the Marriott because I'm at the presidential level. And that place looks spectacular. And tomorrow, I get to enjoy my 4-day Bahama cruise with MSC. See you in the next one.